Obviously, a much better night, just much better intent from the start. Weren't passive at all, very assertive, aggressive on the defensive end, and led to a lot of good half-court offensive possessions for us, which eventually led to some really good transition opportunities for us. And we shared the ball, tried to make plays for each other, but defensively we clearly had a mentality to help each other, and I think it showed. I think Stetson shoots the ball incredibly well as a team, so we accomplished our goal of making their shots as difficult as we possibly could, and I think that ended up being the difference, is just not allowing them to drive and kick and get into kind of a chase game.
What did you think was the difference in assertiveness, especially on the defensive end? You mentioned that was a key for this game. What do you think made the difference there?
I just thought we did a really good job forcing the ball into picks. There was only maybe 2 or 3 times that come to mind where we allowed the ball handler to be in total control, whether it be refuse the pick or use it and get an advantage out of it. Webb did a great job. DJ did a great job. Lou, always does a pretty good job. Jackie came in, Brooklyn. I mean, all those guys did a really good job of just not letting their guys come off those ball screens and use them and create advantages. Swinson especially, he's an elite player when he can survey and make plays. But I thought the guys just did a really good job tonight of limiting his effectiveness, creating for others.
Kev, you talked a lot in the offseason about wanting to create a balanced offense. Is this kind of what you envisioned?
Oh, without a doubt. I think, early games last year, even if they had a similar score and time and score, I think there were a lot of games where we would give up a run. Sometimes we'd give up a quick 4, 6, 7-point run, and we'd have to take a timeout. And a couple of them got a little tighter than we would have liked. And I think this year, or tonight especially, the guys, they shared it, they kept it moving, they passed, they were patient, and when you're able to build a little bit of a lead like that, and you're able to control the tempo offensively, it just makes it that much harder to get back into the game for the opponent.
16 and 14 for Jalen tonight. What impressed you the most about his performance?
Honestly, that it probably didn't stick out until I saw the stat sheet, which is pretty normal for Jalen. I think if you followed his career, he's just a guy that, to say he had 14 rebounds, I mean, that was very eye-opening for me. I wouldn't have put him at 14, but that's just kind of what he does. Jalen gave us the ability against their height to really crowd the ball on the perimeter, not let them throw their high lows, and he kind of executed what we had felt as a game plan pretty much to perfection defensively. But yeah, to end up with 16 and 14, no turnovers, 6 and 9 from the field is about as efficient of a game as you'll see.
And then last one, Caleb made his season debut today. What were kind of your expectations for him coming into the game, and how do you feel like he performed?
I thought he did a really good job. To come in and again be efficient. He's somebody that now that to have multiple guys that we can throw to in the post and the perimeter, I think it opens the playbook a little bit, but it also, like I just mentioned about when you are able to get a little bit of a lead, to make sure you get a post touch, to have somebody that you're comfortable, or to have multiple guys now that you're comfortable throwing it into, playing in both the post and the perimeter, it just helps us in the long run.
What'd you like about DJ's response, just in terms of a facilitator and then also holding onto the ball as well?
Yeah, I think he was great tonight. I mean, being the point guard, and he controlled the tempo. He pushed when he needed to push. He pulled the ball out and kind of got us in good movement and good actions when he needed to. And I thought he had a great game. And I think DJ is somebody that every game I think we're going to be talking about how much he's improving. Just he's quiet in nature, but I think he's very observant, and he recognizes things, he watches things, and he learns, and he tries to do his best to improve. And without a doubt, he had a much better game tonight than last week.
You feel like the increased energy and intensity is something that you can count on a game-by-game basis going forward?
Well, we better.
No turnovers for your team until 30-plus minutes into the game. Have you ever coached a game with 0 turnovers? Were you rooting for the perfect game?
I doubt it, because I think we pretty close to an NCAA record last year in the number of turnovers we had. So, but we talk a lot about limiting turnovers, making sure we get shots at the rim is being priority number 1 offensively. We talk about the rebound battle. Not that always means this or that, but you want to be, of course, in the winning column on that. And then we talk about creating and forcing tough shots. So to hold them to 32%, to win the rebounding battle, to only have 5 turnovers, that without a doubt, I mean, that's a recipe to win a lot of basketball games. And but I think that's also why we were able to get that first half lead. We didn't turn it over. We got a shot up every time.
Kev, I know you talked about it before, and it's been on the schedule for a while, but what was it like for you to see Anderson's number kind of finally up in the rafters?
Oh, it was great. I mean, to see him yesterday at practice, Anderson's somebody, he's always been so supportive of the guys, of me, of the program, and, just him coming back is special. I mean, he's somebody when I was a kid growing up, we were living in Florida at the time, pretending to be him, pretending to be Greg Anthony in my driveway, and to just be here and a part of the program while his jersey goes up where it belongs is special. But just happy for him. I mean, that's got to be 30 plus years in the waiting. So, but Anderson's great, and we like him to be around the guys as much as possible. All right, thank you all.
Luis, what was the difference between Wednesday and today for you guys?
Just being locked in, following the scout, executing, and just the small things, being detailed in everything we do defensively and even on offense as well.
Did you feel like there was an increased energy on your side?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had something to prove coming out that last game, not performing how we want to. So this was just a huge bounce back game for us, and just getting back on track. So.
And then DJ, you had 9 assists, and as a team, you guys didn't have a turnover until there was less than 10 minutes left in the game. What did you think was the difference in protecting the ball and running up that assist turnover?
Looking back on Wednesday, I had a lot of turnovers in the first half, and I take a lot of pride in taking care of the ball. So I made it a point tonight to make sure I had no turnovers tonight. And we had at least the amount of turnovers as we could tonight.
DJ, is this kind of facilitator role more of what you envisioned when Kevin was talking to you about joining UNLV?
Absolutely. I got great pieces around me like Lou, Jalen, Webb, all those guys, KB. I got great pieces around me, so they make it easy for me.
Luis, obviously Caleb made his season debut today. What did you kind of think about him, and how does he change things for you guys defensively?
Changed the whole game defensively, offensively. He's a willing passer in the post. Just experience, and just, you can tell, like, we needed that Wednesday, and he adds a lot to what we were trying to do, so, yeah.
What can you guys take forward kind of into your next game from today? What was the biggest takeaway, I guess?
Just being ready, not taking nothing for granted, no games, no, us being the favorites in any game, but just being ready to go at all times, because it's basketball. You never know what can happen if you're not locked in, so, yeah.
DJ, in the first half, you had a couple of uncontested layups, really, really nice ones. The second one was contested, but then you went away from that. You stopped penetrating. Was there a reason that they changed things on defensively?
Just taking what the defense gave me, just getting my teammates involved, that's number one. So if I can get them involved, just getting my teammates going, I'm going to do that. So I just do whatever it takes to win. I don't try and force anything.
DJ, you coming from a legendary family, with your father being a player here. How special was it for you all to get this victory in front of Anderson Hunt in a night that we honor his legacy here as a Rebel?
It was very special. We felt like, especially coming off Wednesday's loss, and he was there in attendance, we just felt like we really had something to prove, like Lou said earlier. But it was really special, and it was really great to have them front and center to watch us work tonight.
Anybody else?
Thank you. Thank you.